Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. All right. That makes more sense. Cool beans, cool beans, cool beans. All right. We will be starting Dragon Quest 11. Let's start, baby. Such a beautiful, beautiful game. I mean, it's Dragon Quest. It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be the shit. Anyway, I'm gonna do primarily camera off because it's gonna be a badass game. So, say what's up. Join the chat. Welcome. And need my mic. I hear no random ass noise. Skyfox or Cholo. Embarrassment will play you on every step of your adventure. There's no telling what this carefully fashion might play up next. What kind of messed up shit is this? You're ready to be kind of what needs happening here. Because the two tests are only hardened or anything implied. Just experience and easy fights. Get this. To regular. Yes, I'm happy with you. I'm happy with this.
This child, he is the one.
There's the mark. There's no mistaking it.
What in heavens are you doing here? And after that awful storm, too. However did you survive? You're a jolly one. What's this? You poor thing. Come here. Come here. Oh, there's no need to be frightened anymore. You're safe now, little fellow.
Thanks so much. You're a lifesaver. Trust me to lose my headscarf just before the big ceremony. So it's finally here, the big day. I can't believe we're going to be climbing all the way up there. Looks like Sandy's keen to lead the way. Come on, best not keep her waiting. Humble folk of cobblestone, great land spirits, hearth and home. That's how it goes, isn't it? My granddad's been teaching me the prayer ever since I was little. He reckons the spirit of the land really does live on Cobblestone Tor, you see. As long as I can remember, he's been preparing me for this day. The day it would finally be my turn to climb all the way up there and offer my thanks. I just wonder whose idea it was in the first place, sending the village's young folk on such a dangerous errand. What if I take a tumble and do myself a mischief? Well, not to worry. Since you and me were born on the same day, I'm lucky enough to have a bodyguard along for the journey. Come on then. That craggy old thing won't climb its... Oh. Ah! Monster! They're coming this way! Little blighters, aren't they?
That's weird. Those pattern are all like all around.
Crikey! I wasn't expecting that. Oh, I know they were only little, but I'd have been done for if you and Sandy hadn't... And now we've got to go through that horrible dingy cave. Just our luck. I'll bet you anything that's where those awful things came from. Well, as long as you're with me, I've got nothing to worry about. Come on, let's get going. done!
Okay. Look at this.
It's just a thought, but... Blighters, aren't they?
Slime drop.
Go on! Get him! Phew.
Smack. Guys, we're trying to do a little dance, okay? Little bits of
Blighters, aren't they? Look at all this fog. Is this normal, do you think?
Help! Help me!
What? Cole? Quick! You have to help him! It's not fog at all. It's more monsters.
I'm sorry, Gemma. I only came up here because I thought it'd be funny to jump out and surprise you. But then those monsters appeared.
What in the world is going on? I never heard anything about monsters appearing on the tour before.
You certainly pulled the job properly, kid.
But never mind that now. Whatever were you thinking? You could have been killed. You take Sandy and get back to the village this instant.
Yes, Gemma. Sorry, Gemma.
Late now, kid.
You saved my bacon again. I knew you were tough, but crikey, you really have grown into quite the hero.
Girl. Hold it down.
Not far to the top now.
Still a little tight. Okay.
Typical.
Thanks, Holly.
It would have to go and start raining, wouldn't it? Here we are at last. It's such a shame about the weather. I was really looking forward to that view. Well, we better say the prayer and get this ceremony over with, eh? What was that?
Thunderbolts.
We're alive. But how? That great big flash.
Almost. Damn, girl. I made it happen. That's awesome. Look at it. It shines. Just like
Look, the mark on your hand. Huh? Oh, it stopped. Well, we can worry about that later.
Okay.
All I know is that you saved me yet again. I don't know what I'd do without you. Now, We really had better be finishing up this ceremony. Humble folk of Cobblestone, great land spirits, hearth and home, lift your voices up in prayer, sing it across all our drear. Blessed are we since days of yore, let it be so forevermore. Wow! Look! It just goes on and on and on. Whoever dreamed up this ceremony must have had this in mind. They wanted to show us how huge our world really is. Well, that's it. It's all over and now we're grown-ups. Shall we head down and tell Grandad and everyone? They'll all be waiting for us at the bottom. We're back safe and sound, Grandad.
Indeed you are, my dear. Thank the spirits for that. When we saw lightning striking up there, we got a little worried, I have to tell you. Well, I never. Sounds like it's nothing short of a miracle that you made it back in one piece. Well, there's no doubt about it, the spirit of the land was watching over you. Now tell me, my dear, how was the view from the top?
It was wonderful. I saw the sea stretch into the horizon and the sunlight playing on the water and... Oh, I've never seen anything like it in my life.
You're true Cobblestonians now. Only we have the pleasure of looking out over the world of Erdrea in such breathtaking fashion, you know. You're still young, and the day may yet come when you decide to leave Cobblestone behind. I hope our little ceremony has opened your eyes to a little of what may await you out there. Now, it's high time we were heading back. I'm sure your mother is eager to hear how things went.
Come on, you.
person. It's also obvious now. It's so clear. It's so welcome to stream, viewer. Appreciate you joining me. Excited to play in the near future. When Spider-Man comes on, like, on Friday, that's when I'll be rocking that game too. I guess I technically did not follow his advice. I'm awesome. I didn't take any damage. Well, this is the cobblestone path. Alright, Chew. What are you in the gym up to? Got that plan to come. Oh, so that's what it is. Nice. You got up there together, eh? That's it. Got nothing to sell me, nothing?
Here's my little soldier. Well, not so little anymore. I've heard all about your big adventure. Look at you, all grown up. I hope he wasn't too much of a bother, Gemma dear.
Of course not. Quite the opposite, in fact. You would have been proud of him. We got attacked by a monster at the top of the tower, and I ended up hanging onto the edge of the cliff by my fingertips. I thought I was done for. But you'll never guess what happened next. That mark on his hand suddenly lit up, and a bolt of lightning hit the monster.
What did you say? That funny little mark? Lightning flying about the place? Goodness me. Here I was hoping he'd turn out nice and ordinary, but it seems his grandfather was right all along. Well, I've been putting this off for long enough now. You and me need to have a little talk. Here, this belongs to you. Your grandfather asked me to give you it once you'd come of age and climbed the tower. The truth is, there's something I've been keeping a secret all these years. Something I've never told another soul in the village. It's... how can I put this now? Well, he said you're the reincarnation of the luminary.
What?
It's a luminary.
Oh, don't ask me what the old fool meant, dear. I haven't got the foggiest. All I know is that your grandfather said you had a special destiny and that there was something you had to do.
Yeah.
He said that when you came of age, you were to head north to the capital, up there in Heliodor, and show that necklace thingy to the king. He seemed to think that if you did that, all would become clear. Clear as mud, I shouldn't wonder. Anyway, the long and short of it is that if you want to find out what this is all about, you'll have to leave Cobblestone and head over to Heliodor.
Crikey.
Crikey.
Well, I can't stop you leaving, I'm sure, but you won't be marching on an empty stomach. Come on, dinner.
Just dropped like a bomb on these foods, and she's like, you know what, here you go. Let's feed you. Yeah, no, for real. Just like, you know what, let's roll. Onwards to my destiny. Oh yeah, you're telling me to go for a walk, huh? Are you kicking me out, Mom? Do you not love me no more? Gemma.
Oh,
What's up,
can't sleep
Gemma?
either, eh? You remember this tree, don't you? I got my scarf stuck in it all those years ago. There I was, crying like mad, and there you were, running round trying to help me get it down.
You jam, baby.
Some things never change, eh? You know, I always imagined we'd spend our whole lives. That's why I was so surprised by what your mum said today. All that stuff about you being the luminary. That. I remember the story my granddad told me. Once upon a time, long, long ago, the world was terrorized by a horrible monster. But then, the luminary appeared and saved the day. When it was all over, the luminary turned into a star. And he's been watching over us from up in the heavens ever since.
Pretty simple
That's
and
his
straightforward
star,
story.
right there.
The red star? Oh my god, it's Lavos!
How can you be the luminary too? I just don't get it. I know.
Because I'm awesome.
That's what you're going to Heliodor to find out. I understand, really I do.
No, you don't.
Listen, we should both be getting back. Everyone will be wondering where we've got to.
We're still inside the village.
Goodbye, old friend.
Restless slumber.
Just look at you. You don't scrub up too bad, you know. Only wish your grandfather were here to see you. You won't forget him, will you? He was a fine, upstanding man, the pride of the... Well, however you turn out, I'm sure you'll find a way to overcome whatever lies ahead. A mother knows these things. Oh, by the way, I've popped a little money I'd saved for a rainy day in your pack. Don't spend it all at once. Why don't you visit the village shop before you head off to Heliod? But don't take too long. The whole village is turning out to wave you off.
Across the river. Stocked up, headed to the village to the north. While we ran for it. All in on my business. Okay, she's got a quest. Purple's quest. Noted. Came along just at the right time. Got a favorite ass to say. The other day I was playing with my dad. That's what my dad is to do. Luckily, I went on the road as far as the roof of the old shed. I'm gonna get myself but not until the heights. That's right. Anyway, baby outfit, so I was wondering if you'd mind clambering up there and getting back for me. You'd do me a huge favor, I'm telling you. Okay. Sure thing. You can help me out. You always pay attention to what the parish say in the church. You know, stuff about always being kind to others. Understand. Jeebus. No time to lose. Sons of us are against blood theft back. Pretty on the real shit. Rush me. Think that's for me, but help him. Rush me. feather. Easy peasy. Japanese. See the look at my boy's face. Before I forget, a little sudden turn. Sleeping hibiscus. That's not all. Get a tip for you. Define useful. If you ever want to do someone a good turn, look for a purpose beat above the hay. Doesn't know what to say and see if you can do anything to help. It always felt to be kind to others. Prove that just because someone shared their wealth with you, you have to help them right away. And it's coming back when you want a little change of pace. Or if you're not sure what to do next. Sure, so it's best to help out. Alright, next get you. Really all you want. Now just remember, whatever way if you're prepared, be kind to others, and you'll be just fine. This quest has been transgressed with finesse. Oh snap, that's throwing rhymes! Is this the store that I gotta go to? Looks like a store. Got the whole sign and everything. What's up, lady? So you live in Copstone, are you? Make sure you got all the sense before you set up. Welcome back, Cotton. How can I serve you? Cypress stick. Well, they already got bandana. Sure, why not? Finally. Jesus, come on. So this is my little salesman. Might not be back home. Papa said I ain't right. So red. Let's roll. Got no one else to talk to.
One day you're just a little boy, the next you're getting ready to leave us. I only wish your grandfather could see what a fine young man you've become. To think, it's been so many years already since old Chalky found you floating. I mean, since he brought you to Cobblestone. We never thought there was anything out of the ordinary about you. And now suddenly there's all this talk of luminaries of all things. You know who the luminary was, of course. A legendary hero who saved the world from a terrible darkness. We're supposed to believe that you're him reincarnated? I don't doubt old Chalky, of course, but it is a little hard to swallow, I must say.
Mr. True Believer over here.
Oh, when you meet the King of Heliodor, put in a good word for old Cobblestone, won't you, eh? If he finds out this is the village where the luminary was raised,
man.
there
This
might
man.
be something in it for us.
This
He
is my
got
dude.
drift.
Oh, you are terrible. Trust you to be thinking about what you can get at.
Oh, no, I'm only joking, of course. The very thought. Anyway, where was I? Yes.
That's all.
Now, the fate that awaits you may well be one beyond anything we simple country folk can imagine. But you must allow us to offer what little assistance we can. Take this map of Erdrea with you. May it prove useful in finding your way.
Put it in the palm of your hand like that. What? That doesn't make no sense.
And may this magnificent steed, the pride of Cobblestone, lighten your burden and speed you on your way.
That's that.
You'll find Heliodor easily enough. Just head north out of the village and follow your nose.
You travel safely now. Oh, you're such a good boy, such a good boy. You make us proud out there, won't you? And come back safe.
Wait! Here, take this with you. I made it for you. It'll keep you safe. I heard there are lots of monsters where you're going. Be sure to keep it close, won't you?
Keep it safe.
I don't know what's in store for you out there. But wherever you go and whoever you meet, don't forget us, will you? Take care. And remember, we'll be waiting for you.
Battle mode to 3, 4, 5, you get a move the camera during battle. Use for partner numbers, please, and it's their turn. Or sure, Kirby do. Excuse me. Force is starting. Kirby to wait for large amounts of energy in real time. Or something to areas that can only explode on foot. Then spare them. Ring on one of many summoning bells dotted around area. Bring the dwarf faithful, bring everything back to your side. Chewie, there you are. We got to teach you a thing about maps too. And now you see it on the other side. Well, it's got a ring. I'm trying to see what it got, but I don't know it. Just like that. Good thing we're in. Your feet are getting sore. Go to the other side. Easy. Just press around and take it left to map. What's more? Press it. But you gotta remember that pain will allow you to access all sorts of useful information. You know it's already unless you travel since in your pack up. Ain't going to listen to it. No it is. Victory. Destroy them all. He couldn't handle the heat. Ridiculously fast. Tracking. Can't take the heat. Tactics of the spear? No, it's a fixed spear. Ooh. Be destroyed. Power of pep. The character is attacked a lot or undergoes certain other trials or tribulations. And tribulations that eventually enter in nerve-rage state known being as pepped up. Keeps her warm for a while. Nothing lasts forever. So during the past, their normal self. However, many characters who are pepped up when a battle will still be so begin. What? That's dope! Unicorn. Still 3 skill points. Skill points. Every time a party member levels up, they will earn skill points. As the name suggests, these can be used to acquire new spells and abilities. To use them, open up the character builder from the miscellaneous menu. Yes. The character builder is where you can use skill points to teach your party members new spells and abilities. Also improve their attributes. When you unlock a particular panel, the one surrounding it will become available, expanding your options even further. Think carefully about what you want to unlock, when, and work your way towards the ultimate abilities. Alright. Swords, great swords, sword mastery, luminary. Sword mastery, obviously. Oh, come on. So whack. Drops of supple sands that can greatly increase the number of parries performed. Resource, increase attack when power. Blah 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 blah. Flame slash, slash an enemy with a scorching sword. Ooh, I want that too. Pep chance, plus 5% pep chance. Okay, I see that. Sap, calls down lightning in a group of enemies. Poof, targets all enemies and makes them disappear. Makes sense. Auto protection, generates a holy aura that causes weaker monsters to avoid the party. Increases deafness, increases agility, resilience, strength. So a couple of spells and then stat boosters. Single swords. Critical hit chance. you see. Attack power wielding plus for 3, so when wielding a regular sword you build 3. So assuming the sword means when you get able to get a shield. Giga Slash, a secret one-handed sword technique that sells all enemies with bolts of blazing lightning. Ooh, that sounds dope. Giga Smash, a secret two-handed sword technique that sells grip of enemies with bolts of blazing lightning. So same concept. Ooh, this has the second one. Cutting edge, an overhead swing that with a sword that can inflict a good deal of damage. Double slicing attacks faster swing than a falcon on the swing. Dragon Slash, an attack that causes heavy damage to dragons. Okay, okay. So I'm gonna go Luminaire, Great Sword. Damn, I have no idea. Helichopter, stripes at a group of enemies with the great swing of the sword. That'd be dope. Damn, 5% is not a lot. That's nasty though. Let's wait for that. Let's wait for the zap. Out. A second.
Oh, what have we here? I know a budding adventurer when I see it. Can be risky heading into the great outdoors if you aren't familiar with the basics of survival, you know. Well, fear not, because see the remains of that fire over there? Well, when you spy one of those, it means you can set up camp and rest your weary bones. To settle down for the night, just go up to the fire and examine it. You'll soon be enjoying a well-earned break. What's that? You're worried about being attacked by monsters while you sleep? Oh, ye of little faith! That statue over there is chock full of holy powers that'll keep the beasties at bay for as long as you need. And that's not all. You can pray to it to be cured of poison and all kinds of other things. Think of it as a mini church. Anyway, enough of my yammering. Why don't you take a closer look at all this camping kit for yourself? You'll need to get used to what campsites look like and how to find them. After all, you'll be relying on them whenever you're out. It's like my old dad always said, keen campers can continue on where others can't. Be prepared. Well, that's all from me. If you have any camping-related queries, feel free to ask. I'm here all the time. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Guys, I am bouncing. So I'm on the verge. Sleepy. You guys have a good night.